decide to take their first time out here.
Jeff Teague, one of the quickest and most elusive point guards in the NBA. He's incredible in transition, and where he's really improved is in the half court. He's figured out how to carve up defenses off the dribble.
And the Warriors making a change here. Lee's checked in. Now here's Curry. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Thompson. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Here is Korver. He's looking for Teague and fires in. Soft touch off the glass. Now it's just a three-point Warrior lead.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Green with a screen for Curry. Passes it to Lee from 18 feet away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Warriors lead by 5. The Hawks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Korver. The shot is off, and Golden State will come the other way. Let's send it over to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Doris?
He said one of the key points for them defensively will be limiting the production of David Lee, adding he's a guy who can score inside and out, plays with great energy, and his passing really opens up their whole offense. We've got to keep him off the glass and always see ball and man when he's got it. Basketball 101, Kevin. We'll see if they can execute.
All right, Doris. Shot clock at 5. Here's Korver for 3. And it's Curry with the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. Takes the 3. Green dishes to Barnes. Thompson for 3. Good. Thompson's got 8.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The Hawks trail by 8. Here's Schroeder, right now averaging 5 points a game. On target from 13 feet. And Barnes, the top overall recruit in the nation, coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived.
Lee kicks to Holiday. Lee sets a screen for Holiday. And a wide open look for Lee. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Warriors lead by 8.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
And the Hawks with possession here. Here's Schroeder. And Bazemore kicks to Schroeder. Now Cephalosha. Pass to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Fade away. That is good. Schroeder's got his second bucket. Warriors leading by 6. Livingston kicks to Lee. Pass to Holiday. Holiday left side. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Shoots the 3. The offensive rebound. Bogut the pass to Lee. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Lee's got 6 points.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Here's the screen. Here's Schroeder. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
The wide open look here for Holiday. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Hawks trail by 8. Sefolosha with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. 1:15 left here in the first quarter. Here's Schroeder off the screen, and that one hits back iron.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You've got to make them work for it, challenge every shot.
And Holiday kicks to Iguodala. And the pass to Lee. No good. Nice D from Scott.
Got a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Schroeder dishes to Scott. He kicks it to Bazemore. Launches a 3, and that one's good. Bazemore's got himself on the board with 3 there. Warriors leading by 5. Here is Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Right side, Lee. Right side, Lee. That will count. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
We get closer and closer to the playoffs. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trail Blazers. More NBA next Tuesday.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
The Hawks trail by 5.
You know, the issue really with Atlanta this year and moving forward isn't that they're a bad team. They've just been kind of stuck in that middle road of mediocrity. They're competitive, play hard. They're hoping to find a way to get to the next level now.
Iguodala and Lee at the forwards. Barbosa is out there with Livingston, and it's Bogut in at the 5. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Warriors leading by 5. Screen by Lee. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. He dishes it to Livingston. Barbosa passes to Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock.
And with Atlanta, as you said, for a while now they've been a playoff caliber team, but making that next step into the elite class of the East has been hard.
And some of the Clark for Atlanta making the jump is personnel. It's never easy to get a franchise player without a high draft pick.
And in that sense, Kevin, they are a bit in danger of becoming a treadmill team, but they have a good base right now, and I think they just need to continue to keep adding talent and have the talent they have continue to develop.
And that one falls for Iguodala.
Andre Iguodala, one of the elite athletes in the NBA. Great ball handler, and when he gets to the rim, he's right up there with LeBron James as far as being one of the most high percentage finishers in the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Green comes in for David Lee. And it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
You know, as great as Iguodala's strength and athleticism are, I think it's his IQ for the game that really sets him apart. I mean, you see all of that in his alertness and anticipation defensively, and also in his playmaking on the offensive end.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Horford.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Iguodala outside. The dish now to Barbosa. On the wing, Thompson. Thompson right side. Rejected by Millsap. Iguodala against T. Barbosa with the steal. And here we go with Barbosa. Head into the hoop. Here's Thompson. The shot is off. Great D that time from T.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors leading by 4. Well, and for Iguodala, the savvy off-the-court two guys. One of the attractions, Steve, for him playing in the Bay Area, connecting with the area's innovators and the venture companies.
He's a bright guy, and back in 2011 during the labor negotiations, he actually spent time interning with a major bank. So, I mean, this is a guy with a bright future beyond basketball.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well-guarded.
And, Steve, with Klay, you know not every team thought of him as an elite shooter, or he wouldn't have gone as late as he did in the draft. But with his size, he has incredible range, and that has proved to be a factor in his play.
Yeah, and one thing he's been able to do this last season is find ways to quicken that release. So now he can get that three off in the blink of an eye. He's a big, strong kid and doesn't need much room at all to let it fly. So, what an incredible weapon to have on offense.
Here is Korver. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back to Teague. 6 to shoot. Trains it from beyond the arc.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
The Warriors leader. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks, a team that looks to spread the floor with shooting. Coach Mike Budenholzer said, we don't want to just be a three-point shooting team. We want to get to the rim first. By creating that space, we give our guards and our bigs a chance to attack. If the paint is taken away, we'll look for our shooters. Good strategy, Kevin.
Coach Bud coming from San Antonio, Doris. The Hawks trying to create that same kind of spacing. Korver, good.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Spates. He has 7. Spates sets a screen to the wing on the left. No one near him. And that one's good. Spates has got 9.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Teague against Barbosa. Outside Millsap. Left Trey. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. That one wide left.
They haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Now here's Curry. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Feeds to Spates. And here's Thompson. It's rebounded by T.
Been a rough shooting night for him, but I don't mind that shot. He had a good look at it.
All sorts of time. Korver, good. Korver's got his second bucket tonight.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Thompson, a screen on T. Green with a screen for Curry.
Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
You talked about trust in Steph Curry. It seemed he was able to trust his ankles a bit more last year.
Yeah, that had been a big concern. Repeated ankle sprain.